Welcome to Jags A.M. this morning. I'm Kainani Stevens. Sexton and John Oehser with me. It's week 4. The Jaguars are 2-1, and they're heading out on the road to San Francisco this week to take on the 3-0 49ers. Let's go over some of our big things for you, brought to you by GEHA, Government Employees Health Association. Big thing number 1 is drop the ball. The Jaguars got the win last week against their division rival, the Texans, but they dropped the ball quite a few times in that matchup. That's something we've seen an issue with throughout the first couple of games. Brian, how do they fix this? Is it just getting some extra reps with the jugs machine or what?
It's a mental thing. Listen, you don't go from Friday playing high school ball to Saturday playing college ball to Sunday playing pro ball by just being able to catch the ball. You're darn good at it. The reasons why right now nobody has laid out. So I'll just say it. It's not a physical thing. It's a mental thing. Somehow, some way, they've got to connect the hands and the brain back together. This is something all of these guys not only do, but they do very, very well. Otherwise, they wouldn't be playing on Sunday. The coach's job this week is to reconnect the hands to the brain.
Yeah, I loved when Liam was asked about this on Monday, and he kind of smiled. Every coach I've ever covered has always been asked about drop passes. We always try to give answers, and really the reality is you don't know. Concentration has to go up. Sometimes it's circumstance, and sometimes you just have to catch the bleeping ball, and that's really where you're at right now. They got to catch the ball, and the problem is right now it's holding so much back. They could be so much more efficient offensively when they do it. I think they will do it, but they have to do it.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough to say. We're going to move on to our second big thing, which is the defense. The defense has been dominant so far for the Jags through these first couple of matchups. They've already gotten to their takeaway total of all of last year. They've gotten more interceptions than we saw last season. John, is this just a case of defense does well early in the season, or is this something we can expect throughout the year?
Well, they're catching the ball. I mean, so,
they have that figured out.
Yeah,
they can help the receivers.
You know, it's been 3 a game. 3 a game translates out to 51, and that's up there with all time. So I don't think it's going to happen like this all season. But I do think the way they play, they're getting leads. They've only trailed 18 seconds. That helps you get turnovers. The other team's under pressure. And they're playing a style that enables them to look at the ball and see it, which also helps turnovers. So I expect them, Brian, to be a very good turnover-creating team. The pace will slow because it always does off this sort of start, but I think it's who they are.
You know, last year, Kai, the defense was historically bad. And to hear you say the defense has been dominant the first 3 weeks, it almost rings strange to me because we talked about how bad they were last year. But one of the reasons why it was so frustrating was because there was some talent over there. We knew there were guys that were capable of making plays. Enter Anthony Campanile, bring the scheme together, ask guys to do things that they know how to do and do very well. And all of those puzzle pieces fit together. And when they do, what do you get? Well, you get production. You get takeaways. You put yourself in a situation where you can have success. I mentioned the other day, I think this team has a chance to be the 4th Jaguars defense in franchise history with at least 30 takeaways in a season. It helps when you get 9 in the first 3 games. John's right, the pace will obviously slow, but it's been a consistent part of who they are the first 3 weeks. So even if they're just getting 1 a game or 2, it puts them in a position to be among the better defenses we've seen in Jacksonville.
Certainly have a good head start on that for sure. Our final big thing today is going to be on the road. They're heading out on the road to the West Coast, which has been a challenge for this team. I looked up the records. They're 0-2 at San Francisco, 4-11 in the state of California. Brian, what is it going to take to get a win on the road?
3 of those wins obviously came in Oakland, including the last win they had in the Bay Area in 2019. What's it going to take? Takeaways. You're going to have to create extra possessions. These aren't the Niners that were here 2 years ago, John. There's only 2 guys on the defense now that Nick Bosa is injured. 2 guys who are part of that defense. But you have Robert Saleh, and he's an excellent defensive mind, so that group will be ready to play. You got to catch the ball, you got to create takeaways, and you got to take advantage of opportunities in the red zone.
Yeah, you have to stop the run, too. They're a very good team when they get up on you, when they get into their style and their rhythm. They know how they want to play, and once they start doing it, they're hard to get out of rhythm. And the quarterback has to play well. I mean, in this game, I don't know if you can overcome you can have a turnover, but it can't be a backbreaker. It can't be one where they're going in. It can't be in the red zone. He has to play well and keep the waters calm throughout the game. if it gets messy, they're a really hard team to come back on.
You know, Kai, it also bears mention, the last time the Jaguars played in San Francisco was 2017. And they were a really good team that year. And the Niners were in the first year of Shanahan as the head coach. And they had just traded for Jimmy Garoppolo with the team you used to cover. And it was Garoppolo's first start in Shanahan's offense. And I mean, they just took apart the best Jaguars defense in franchise history and won 44-33. It's because Shanahan is an excellent offensive coach. He puts together a great game plan. So it's going to challenge Liam Cohen and his entire staff, because I think Shanahan's got one of the better coaching staffs in recent memory.
Certainly a tough place to play. Stay with us here on Jags A.M. Coming up after the break, we'll do a little this or that as we look ahead to that matchup.
Since 2014, there's been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dreamfinders Homes. With quality-built homes and a speedy move-in process, we're in 20-plus communities in the best locations across Northeast Florida. Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and get into the game. Let Dreamfinders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
To aim higher, run faster. It's what elite athletes do. Always strive for better. At UF Health, we have that same DNA to not just treat a stroke, but to create a fleet of mobile stroke treatment units. To not just do research, but to use AI to save lives with one of the most powerful supercomputers in academia. We believe, like athletes, that human progress has no finish line. UF Health, National Medical Center for Team USA.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Jaguars tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Jaguars.
When disaster strikes, trust the experts at ServPro. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they bring the same dedication and precision to restoring your property as the Jaguars do on the field. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, their highly trained professionals are on call 24/7 to make it like it never even happened. ServPro, your local leader in restoration and cleanup.
Are you ready for a taste bud touchdown? Well, Jags fans, if you're at the bank and craving a snack that's shell-shockingly good, look no further than Luray Peanut Company's boiled peanuts. Picture this, you in the stands, cheering on your Jaguars, and in one hand, a bag of piping hot boiled peanuts. With original or Cajun to choose from, they're so delicious, you'll wonder where they've been all your life. So grab them while they're hot and get back to the game. And as always, Duval! Luray boiled peanuts, where every nut is a winner.
Hey Jaguars fans, Thrive Infusions is Jacksonville's premier med spa for hydration, recovery, and performance. Whether you visit in-spa or book mobile IV therapy right to your door, they've got you covered. Their IV vitamin infusions help with hangovers, jet lag, dehydration, and overall wellness, keeping you energized and ready to go. Plus, with treatments like M-Sculpt Neo to build muscle and burn fat, and hydrofacials for glowing, healthy skin, they'll help you look and feel your best. Visit Thrive Infusions today and keep Jacksonville thriving on and off the field. Jags A.M. brought to you by Fields Auto Group. See Fields First, Jacksonville's premier luxury auto group. You can head over to fieldsauto.com.
This or that. This or that.
Welcome back into Jags A.M. this morning. We're going to do a little this or that as we look ahead to week 4. We talked a little bit about the drops that we've seen from the wide receiver group, De'Ami Brown, Ryan Thomas Jr., Parker Washington a little bit in the last game. So my thought here is Brenton Strange, your most reliable target at this point.
He is.
No doubt.
Dependable, tough. The guy that when you throw the ball, you know 99% of the time he's going to pull it in.
He's, to me, Brenton Strange, there's 4 uber frontline players on this team. Trayvon Walker, Josh Hines-Allen, Jordan Lewis, and Brenton Strange. He's one of the core players on this team right now.
That's high praise, too. I mean, you're talking about the tight end position, and there's so many gifted receiving tight ends in this game. I'm not sure how many guys fit his category, John, which is the complete tight end.
Yeah, I mean, he'll never, I shouldn't say never. I don't know if he'll ever be acknowledged in a Doritos commercial like George Kittle or whatever Kittle's commercial is, because he's such a great blocker, and I don't know that he's going to be a mega star receiver. But he's a good receiver, and he might be, at all the tight ends, he's the guy who could have played in the 60s and been Ditka.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Is there a way to include him more in the offensive game plan? I know there's a lot of people you want to get involved and get going, but when you have someone as sure-handed as him, is there a way to get him involved more?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to gear the offense to getting him enough targets to get to 120 yards. And again, it's not a knock on him, but if you gear everything toward him, then you're shrinking the field a little bit, probably because he's probably not the 35-yard downfield, beat the cornerback and stretch the defense guy. But you can get him a little more involved.
And listen, if these guys, if Brian and Parker, if they don't catch the ball, Diami don't catch the ball, he's going to be involved by default, because that's going to be the one guy that the quarterback is going to know. I get it there, he's going to catch it.
Also, at this stage of the season, you've got to keep feeding BTJ, Parker Washington, and these guys, because you know what you want the offense to be. And in week 4, you can't just say, well, we're not throwing the receivers anymore. We're going to be a running and tight end team. I mentioned Ditka. It's not his league anymore.
Looking at Travis Hunter, we've seen him increase in snaps every week. That's kind of gone along on both sides of the football. But is there a way to get him more involved in the offense at this point as well, or is he still learning that playbook? Is this something we might see down the road?
Well, I think they're going to work to get him more involved, because I think they feel like they have to.
Yeah.
Because we saw the play the other day, Brian, the short pass that he turned into a 21-yard game. I included it in my key plays because it got him a field goal. Without that first down, they don't get that drive, and in that game, field goals were important. Nobody else on the roster can do what he did twice on that play. I think they're going to have to work to do it, because I don't know that this year he is going to be a top-level route runner, beat a guy 18 yards downfield on a great route yet. But you have to figure out a way to have his hands on the ball.
Well, and listen, the offensive playbook is, inches thick. It changes so much. When you're looking at left corner or nickelback or wherever they play him on defense, it's a half an inch. I mean, it doesn't change. So he's having to learn so much on the offensive side. Yeah. Here's the one thing you know. If Diami Brown's shoulder is going to be a nagging problem, you have no choice. And we don't know that yet. We'll find out later today, where he is on the injury report and if he's able to go and play. But if Diami can't play or is going to be limited at all, 12 is going to have to step out there and do more.
Yeah, and I haven't beaten the drum for Travis Hunter a whole lot, because I still want to see how it develops. But I've gotten some emails this week from people saying, he's been a disappointment, hasn't produced. Look, on offense, he's still getting going. He's a high-end cornerback already.
Yes.
And there's no doubt in my mind. I don't know what offense will look like for him over a 10-year period. I know what defense is going to look like. It's going to look like an all-pro player.
Makes it even more frustrating with that PI penalty against the Bengals, because that could have been a calling card
goal.
moment. Ends the game and shows what he's been on defense that we've seen as well.
Tremendous.
Let's look at the defense a little bit. Jordan Lewis, tremendous. Can't say enough good things about him. Leader on and off the field. Is he the best free agent addition? Is he up there with the best free agent additions this franchise have had?
Well, yeah. Number one is clearly Calais Campbell from 2000 and what year did he come in?
17.
Yeah. 4 sacks in his first game, 14 and a half, a single-season franchise record in that season. And, of course, he gave you 3 really good years. He was an all-pro player. If he approaches the single-season record for interceptions, which is 8 held by Rasheem Mathis, then you could talk about him in the same category. That's a high bar to hit, though. 8 interceptions is a lot.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be in the group. Keenan McCardell was a free agent.
Yeah, 96.
Leon Searcy was a free agent. Calais Campbell was a free agent. I would put those guys, and I'm probably leaving somebody out because I wasn't here during the 10 years where I wasn't here.
Right.
But Jordan Lewis, in terms of reshaping a position group and even a defense and being an immediate leader, that's where he's on a par with Calais. They already had leaders in the 90s when Keenan and Leon got here. Jordan Lewis has unbelievably, to an unbelievable degree, become a leader and a identity guy on this team.
Yeah, listen, he gives them the opportunity because of his attitude and the leadership that he has to be one of those teams with 30 more takeaways, right? 99, 2007, 2017. If they hit that plateau, then they go into one of the better defenses this franchise has ever had. And I think it's his attitude and his leadership where he said to these guys in training camp, Kai, I don't care what happened last year. We're better than that. And we're going to be that way on the field.
And by the way, all the guys I mentioned, I would put maybe not in the pride, but in the group of great players in this franchise history, great teammates. All those guys would love to play with Jordan Lewis.
Oh, absolutely. Stay with us here on Jags A.M. After the break, we'll go over some of the headlines around the NFL.
Since 2014, there's been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dream Finders Homes. With quality-built homes and a speedy move-in process, we're in 20-plus communities in the best locations across Northeast Florida. Dream Finders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and get into the game. Let Dream Finders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit DreamFindersHomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
Dude, did you order...
The new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Hey Jaguars fans, Thrive Infusions is Jacksonville's premier med spa for hydration, recovery, and performance. Whether you visit in-spa or book mobile IV therapy right to your door, they've got you covered. Their IV vitamin infusions help with hangovers, jet lag, dehydration, and overall wellness, keeping you energized and ready to go. Plus, with treatments like M-Sculpt Neo to build muscle and burn fat, and Hydrofacials for glowing, healthy skin, they'll help you look and feel your best. Visit Thrive Infusions today and keep Jacksonville thriving on and off the field.
Are you ready for a taste bud touchdown? Well, Jags fans, if you're at the bank and craving a snack that's shell-shockingly good, look no further than Luray Peanut Company's boiled peanuts. Picture this, you in the stands, cheering on your Jaguars, and in one hand, a bag of piping hot boiled peanuts. With original or Cajun to choose from, they're so delicious, you'll wonder where they've been all your life. So grab them while they're hot and get back to the game. And as always, Duval! Luray boiled peanuts, where every nut is a winner.
When disaster strikes, trust the experts at Surf Pro. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they bring the same dedication and precision to restoring your property as the Jaguars do on the field. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, their highly trained professionals are on call 24/7 to make it like it never even happened. Surf Pro, your local leader in restoration and cleanup.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Jaguars tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Jaguars.
For 12 years, Dream Finders Homes have been proud to call themselves the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dreamfinders.com to find all of the available inventory and go Jags. Welcome back into Jags A.M. We're looking ahead to this matchup in Week 4 in San Francisco. A lot of injuries for the 49ers. That'll probably be some of them, game time decisions, what they do with the quarterback, whatnot. But we do know now that Nick Bosa has torn his ACL, so he's undergoing surgery. He will miss the rest of this season. And he had this team in fits last time they were here in that blowout win at Everbank Stadium. I think he had 1.5 or 2 sacks in that game. And timing for us, I mean, very unfortunate, but he runs that defense. Yeah. And that's good for the Jaguars, not great for Bosa to miss the year.
Wherever he lined up that day, he had the tackle 3 yards deep in the backfield. on the snap of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player who his career is now being defined by injuries, meaning when he's on the field, he's fantastic. And like a lot of that team is one of the more injury-plagued teams. When they're not injured, they are phenomenal. I still think they're phenomenal. But when you don't have Nick Bosa on the field, it's a different team.
This is his second ACL. He had one in 2020 also.
I think it's the same knee
That's
as
too bad.
well, so that makes it tough. I will say, though, as much as they are oft injured, McCaffrey as well, they step up and find ways to win even
Always.
without. And we've seen it so far with Mac Jones coming in a couple of games and getting them a win. They're 3-0 right now, so they find a way.
Mac said that he wanted to play with Shanahan. And I said it off the top. Kyle Shanahan is a guy I like to watch the Niners just because he's so clever. There are so many different things that he does. And of course, his dad, when he was the coach of the Broncos back in the 90s, was known for that as well. I think he's an excellent offensive mind, fun to watch, creates mismatches. I told you about that day in 2017. That was not as good a team as the Jaguars that day, and yet they used Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, and it just turned the Jaguars inside and out. That was Shanahan. I think he is one of the best.
Let's check in around the AFC South. Obviously, we played the Texans last week. The Colts and Titans faced off as well, and the Colts are now 3-0. The Titans are continuing to struggle, obviously, with their rookie quarterback and some other issues over there. But the Colts for real, John?
They're 3-0, and they have a quarterback who is functioning at a high level. I have not watched him enough to know is he ascending into the upper echelon. His stats sure say that he is having one of those Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield kind of resurgences. And yeah, they're for real until you find somebody who beats them because they play in your division. They're going to play roughly the same schedule. So, don't let them get too far away because you're not always going to beat them here.
No.
Even though they beat them here 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
At some point, those things end. So yeah, they're dangerous.
They have a good roster. And the problem was they had no quarterback play they could rely on, which put all the pressure on Jonathan Taylor. And now all of a sudden, Jonathan Taylor has a quarterback. He's running well, and that's unlocking the abilities of the rest of the roster and of Shane Steichen to be able to play the game that he wants to play. The question mark for me is, can Daniel Jones stay at that high level? And can Jonathan Taylor stay healthy? Because he's had a variety of foot and ankle injuries that have taken him off the field late in the season, and that's just killed the Colts' playoff hopes at all. If those two guys stay healthy, the Colts are a really good football team, and they can keep it going.
Consistency is key for Indiana Jones and the Colts, who are 3-0 right now, leading the AFC South. All right, stay with us one more break, and we'll come back and tell you what's coming up the rest of the week.
Since 2014, there's been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dream Finders Homes. With quality-built homes and a speedy move-in process, we're in 20-plus communities in the best locations across Northeast Florida. Dream Finders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and get into the game. Let Dream Finders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit DreamFindersHomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
Hey Jaguars fans, Thrive Infusions is Jacksonville's premier med spa for hydration, recovery, and performance. Whether you visit in-spa or book mobile IV therapy right to your door, they've got you covered. Their IV vitamin infusions help with hangovers, jet lag, dehydration, and overall wellness, keeping you energized and ready to go. Plus, with treatments like M-Sculpt Neo to build muscle and burn fat, and hydrofacials for glowing, healthy skin, they'll help you look and feel your best. Visit Thrive Infusions today and keep Jacksonville thriving on and off the field.
My husband, Steve, was diagnosed with prostate cancer. They only gave him months to live. That was years ago. Now, he's out there, under the tree. Nature photography is his thing. And apparently, so is catching poison ivy.
Oof, so itchy. UF Health, human progress has no finish line.
A bold change. A historic development is underway for the Bold City, and the Jacksonville Jaguars and team partners are a part of it. Introducing First and Forward, a development partner program highlighting the significant contributions made toward the transformative efforts to the city of Jacksonville. Thank you, Belter, Brooks Building Solutions, Jackson Electric Supply, Office Images, Sims Crane, Start Tech, and People's Gas. Championing progress on the field and in the community. The First and Forward program. The First Coast Forward Together. To learn more, visit jaguars.com/forward together.
Hey, Duval. Getting to the game just got easier thanks to the new Geico Game Day Shuttle program. Geico's got you covered with a complimentary service before and after every Jaguars home game this season. Ride with your friends, ride with your family, and ride with ease. Enjoy celebrating those unforgettable moments both on the field and on the road. The Geico Game Day Shuttle service runs 3 hours before kickoff and 1 hour post-game. Learn more at jaguars.com/parking. And go Jags! Ride Now Power Sports is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The pick is in. CF Moto is your top draft choice for excitement on the road or off. Don't miss the All Cylinders clearance event with financing as low as 0% or rebates up to $1,500 on select vehicles through September 30th. Make your winning drive today at Ride Now Power Sports Beach Boulevard. Mention Jaguars at the time of purchase and score big with CF Moto. See the full lineup now at ridenow.com.
Jags fans, if you want customized Jaguars furniture for your home, check out zipchair.com to browse all the customizable options. ZipChair is furniture for fans.
The way that we finished the game and stayed connected, we talked about BT, Trevor, the big time moment, guys. Huge moment. They go 0, and we get to 7-man pro, pick it up, hit a bread and butter play. Huge play, guys, to go win the game.
Here we go. Jags have it on the left hash. Shotgun for Trevor Lawrence from the 44-yard line. 5-man front for Houston. Now they're changing the play, apparently. Dropping is Trevor. Looking. Fires middle of the field. That was caught! 35, 30, 25, 20. Brian Thomas Jr. And it's a first down near the 10-yard line of the Houston Texans. How good is that?
Big play, Seth.
Etienne, the running back. Trevor under center. They give it to Travis Etienne. Picks his way to the 5. He's going to walk into the end zone.
That's all that matters. Who made the last one in play? I know. Proud of you, bro. That's what you do. That's what you do.
But the resiliency, the way that you guys are continuing to stay connected through difficult adversity, nobody pointing the finger. So really proud of the way you guys played, man. Really proud. So congratulations to you guys. All right.
Pretty cool moment as we go behind the scenes there. Make sure you check out Sounds of the Game. We'll have more on that. But to get into the team meeting, kind of see them talk it down. Obviously, you know, Trevor checked out of that play and kind of set it up. The play to Brian Thomas Jr., going back to his old standby number 1. Maybe he hasn't been making the plays, but he made it when it counted, and they won the game. So there's something to be said for that. And just seeing them all kind of rally around Brian has been great as well. So hopefully get things back rolling.
Liam Cohen is radically transparent. I mean, he tells you everything. He tells you things you don't ask him because that's who he
just
is.
Likes to share.
He's got a vibe, John. He's got the type of communicator he is, the type of leader he is. The play caller is obviously something that we have seen from his time at Tampa, you know, translate over here. He's a lot of fun to watch and a lot of hope for what this program will become based on his guidance.
Yeah, and I know I've said it before, but if you're watching this, don't take for granted what you just saw if you're a Jaguars fan. Not many teams in the league would let you see that. It's groundbreaking stuff, and it does give you a chance to see what Liam Cohen's all about. His communication level, the way he communicates with players is very unique and high-end. I think it's what's going to give him a chance to be a phenomenal head coach over his career. And, you know, that may have been a very important moment for BTJ and Trevor. They've got to prove on top of that going forward, but that might be a turning point moment for him. And for Jaguars fans to sort of see that, how it was reacted to, I'd never seen it before. And so
it's great stuff.
Very cool.
It's been a while. It's very cool access to get. We'll be hearing from the team today. I will try to see what the issues are with Dyami Brown, whether he'll be available or not. And then tomorrow on Jags A.M, we're going to do some more deep dive into the 49ers and see what we can expect from that Week 4 matchup. See you back here on Jags A.M tomorrow.